Hi, I'm Tracy, VE3TWM. Thank you for tuning in to Outdoors on the Air. Last year, I started out on a quest to operate an HF portable station from the shores of each of North America's famous Great Lakes. For those not familiar with them, the Great Lakes are the largest collection of freshwater lakes in the world. In September of 2020, my initial effort took me north to the largest Great Lake, Lake Superior. Then, in the spring of 2021, I operated from the shore of the southernmost lake, Lake Erie. Now it's the fall of 2021, and time for the third lake on my tour. Lake Huron has a surface area of 23,000 square miles. This size gives it the distinction of being the third largest freshwater lake in the world, behind only the Caspian Sea and Lake Superior. At its deepest point, Lake Huron goes 750 feet down. While Lake Huron is a marvel to behold, in bad weather this body of water can be deadly. More than 1,000 shipwrecks have occurred in her waters. Early on a Friday morning in late October, I left home and in under 4 hours I was almost there. As I neared my destination, I encountered a snow flurry and an outside temperature of just above freezing. A bit alarmed at the sight of the white stuff, I became concerned about not having packed a pair of cold weather gloves. To remedy this, I stopped off in the nearby town of Parry Sound to visit their location of national retail legend Canadian Tire, a hardware and sporting goods store. As soon as I entered the store, I was given a big reminder that I was now in bear country. I bought the gloves and made my way to the park. The setting for my Lake Huron station was Killbear Provincial Park in Ontario, Canada. The name of this park conjures up dramatic images, but the original Ojibwe name for this area was Bear Point. The name Killbear is presumed to have been born out of a mispronunciation. After checking in and while driving to my campsite, I encountered this fine creature. It was a bit camera shy, so this is the best photo I could get. The park is pretty serious about bear awareness, as this sign shows. I know all about the importance of keeping a clean campsite in bear country, but many tourists don't have a clue, and as such leave themselves open to hosting nocturnal guests. Well, I've arrived at the campsite. It's Friday morning, around 9:30 Eastern. The campsite is a lot smaller than I had imagined it to be. And, you know, it's okay. I'm putting it all in perspective. The reason I chose this specific campsite and the fact that, there were a lot of the campsites here at this park that were already booked by the time I got around to making the reservation months ago, is the proximity to the water. So the shore of Georgian Bay is just over here. Of course, Georgian Bay being the giant bay off to the east of Lake Huron. So I have walking distance, very short walking distance to the beach to set up my station from my campsite, which is what I really wanted, as opposed to having a campsite further away from the beach and having to bring the car and all the gear down. I wanted to have a home base right by, so that if I needed something, if I forgot something, I could just run up to the campsite and come back and get it. Fortunately, the weather warmed up a bit as I set up camp. I spent some time working with a random wire end fed antenna, then processed firewood, had dinner, and a nice fire. Well, it's Saturday morning. If you listen, you can hear the rain coming in off the tarp. It's cold. It's about 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 4 degrees Celsius. I didn't sleep well last night. I'm cold. I've got a lot of layers on. I'm using my camera in handheld mode because it is raining, but I came all this way to do an activation, to shoot a video, and just because the weather is adverse doesn't mean I'm not going to do what I need to do. So because it's raining, I need to set up a shelter on the beach. I haven't done that before, but every one of these activations is a great opportunity to learn. So let's go see what I learned. Well, my original plan was to set up the no bug zone shelter that I've got right on the beach here with these military stacking poles. The no bug zone requires an 8-foot support on either side. But then what I did is I took just a look around, and I'm gonna move around and show you. There's a little bit of a raised section just up off the beach here. Now there's a bit of a slope on it, but if I come up here and I run a paracord from, well, let's say this tree right here, the right branch, and I'll try to swing this around really slowly because I hate YouTube videos that move the camera too quickly. I think I could tie off the opposite corner to that tree right there. And that way I'd be sheltered a little bit from the water, not too much. It is, of course, it's still raining. But also getting myself up off the beach and still close enough to the pole. Because one of the other things I have to take into consideration here is this is, even though it's raining, there's going to be park patrons walking up and down the beach. And I don't want to get in their way, and I don't want to call, I don't want to have the warden come and visit me and tell me I have to tear things down because I'm interfering with the public. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to set up the no bug zone right here, and then set the pole up afterwards. Of course, shelter. A lot of people, I've seen in comments over the years that people have given me some aggravation over the amount of time I spend on shelters, but doggone it, shelters are seriously important, especially when you're dealing with inclement weather. I mentioned earlier about learning lessons, and I learned a big one Saturday morning while attempting to raise my DX wire 50-foot telescopic mast. The plastic screw-in pegs that I used to anchor the PVC pole mount with such success in soil gave way from the beach sand as I was deploying the N9 SAB 80/10 off-center fed dipole. The morning had been rainy and cold, and I was discouraged by the failure of the pole mount system. I briefly considered not proceeding with the activation, but I was unwilling to give up. I opted to put up my N9 SAB 2040 linked dipole in the 40-meter configuration in a bramble of tree limbs. The install height would only be about 30 feet at the apex, but that would have to do. Up went the antenna, and then I ran the symbolic ground wire out to the shore of the lake and submerged the far end. I laid out the unused military pole sections and the partially collapsed DX wire mast to alert passers-by of the ground wire. Next, my trusty Yaesu FT897D, with its RF output set to 20 watts, took its place on the tabletop. I attached the antenna and ground wire, then the 17 amp hour SLA battery. While doing a quick scan on 40 meters, I found another POTA activation. Victor Echo 3, Tango Whiskey Mike, park to park.
Standby, park to park. Victor Echo 3, Tango, question mark.
Victor Echo 3, Tango Whiskey Mike, park to park.
Victor Echo 3, Tango Whiskey Mike, you're 5-5. Visit both of our parks here today, over.
Copy the 5-5. Please copy 5-7 into VE0254.
5-7, I copy 5-7 into VE0254. QSL?
QSL.
Roger, roger. This is Kilo 4, Bravo November Zulu. Please stand by for a second activator.
Standing by.
Victor Echo 3, Tango Whiskey Mike. This is Alpha 4 Sierra Sierra. I am also in both parks here in Virginia. Over.
Alpha 4 Sierra Sierra. Please copy my 5-7 report to you, sir, from VE0254.
All right, I got it. 57 from Victor Echo 0254. You have both of our part numbers, over?
I do indeed. Thank you very much for the activation.
All right, well, thank you very much for the part-to-part there, Tracy. You have a great day, buddy. Great activation, and nice to hear from you. 7-3.
Now that I knew I was getting out, it was time to start my own activation. With reduced expectations due to the low dipole, I spotted myself on the Parks on the Air website. About this time, perhaps as a reward for my perseverance, the rain stopped and the temperature started to rise. Here's how my activation went. CQ Parks on the Air, CQ Parks on the Air, CQ Parks on the Air. This is Victor Echo 3 Tango Whiskey Mike from VE0254.
Whiskey 9, Alpha Victor.
Whiskey 9 Alpha Victor, please copy 5 and 7 from VE0254.
QSL, you're also 5-7 into Wisconsin. Thanks, 7-3. Victor Echo 2 Juliet Charlie Alpha. Sugar.
Victor Echo 2 Juliet Charlie Alpha. Could you come again, sir? I'll give you a signal report.
Roger, Roger. You are booming in Montreal. I got you 5-9 plus 10 right now, QSL.
My needle only goes up to 5-9, and you're all of that and then some. So thank you very much for the contact from Quebec. Please copy 5 and 9 from VE0254.
Roger, Roger. And if you want to stand by, I got a second operator for you.
Oh, I'd love to speak with her. This is a repeat of what we did about a month ago, so I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you.
Please copy Victor Echo 2 Foxtrot Tango X-ray, and you're still 5-9 into Montreal.
VE2 FTX, please copy 5 and 9 from VE0254. Wonderful to make a contact with you.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure. Take care.
I know she has a better voice than mine.
73.
73, folks. Enjoy the weekend.
Kilo Alpha 1 Tango Whiskey X-ray.
Kilo Alpha 1 Tango Whiskey X-ray, please copy 5 and 7 from VE0254.
QSL, please copy 5-7 New Hampshire, November Hotel, and thank you. Roger, Roger. Kilo 3, Mike Romeo Kilo, you're 5757 in Pennsylvania. Whiskey Alpha 8 Yankee Charlie Delta.
Whiskey Alpha 8 Yankee Charlie Delta, please copy 5 and 7 from VE0254.
QSL, you are 5858 West Virginia, Whiskey Victor. Kilo Charlie 8 Tango Papa Foxtrot.
Kilo Charlie 8 Tango Papa Foxtrot, please copy 5 and 7 from VE0254.
Hey, I give you a 5-7 back here in Southwest Ohio. Kilo Alpha 1 Whiskey Papa Mike.
Kilo Alpha 1 Whiskey Papa Mike, please copy a 5 and 5 into VE0254.
Roger, Roger. Thank you for the 5-5. You are 5 and 7 in Connecticut. 5-7 in Connecticut. 73. Kilo Delta 9, Papa Hotel Yankee. Papa Hotel Yankee. You're 4-4, 44, Southern Indiana. November 2, India Golf Whiskey.
November 2 India Golf Whiskey. Go ahead, please.
Roger, Roger. You're 5-9 here in New York. Kilo Charlie 3, Kilo Yankee Foxtrot.
Kilo Charlie 3, Kilo Yankee Foxtrot, please copy 5 and 7 from VE0254.
Roger, Roger, you're 5-8 here in Western Maryland. Whiskey 8 Tango Alpha Mike.
Whiskey 8 Tango Alpha Mike. Did I get your call correct, sir?
Roger, Roger, Tracy, you sure did. This is Tom, Whiskey 8 Tango Alpha Mike.
Hey, Tom, Whiskey 8 Tango Alpha Mike, thank you very much for the contact. You're a solid 5-9 into VE0254.
Roger, Roger, well, I have to tell you, you owe me a new speaker. You are coming in so loud here. QSL?
Hey, fantastic. I'm sorry, what state are you in, Tom?
This is Michigan, Mike India. I'm in Ann Arbor.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I'm just using a dipole, and it's not up particularly high, Tom, so it's doing a heck of a job.
Well, you're killing it. Here, let me give you my club call as well. I'll give it to you when you're ready.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
This is Whiskey Romeo Papa, and I got you 5 and 9 in Michigan.
Copy, Whiskey 8, Romeo Papa, 5-9 in Michigan, also 5-9 at VE 0254.
All right, well, thank you so much for the contact. You enjoy the park, my friend. 7-3. Whiskey 1, November, Papa, Echo.
Whiskey 1, November, Papa, Echo. Please copy 5 and 7 from VE 0254.
Roger, you're a 5-7. Also into Massachusetts, Mike Alpha. Hope you're having a great afternoon. Thanks very much for the activation. QSL.
Whiskey Tango 8 Juliet.
Tango Oscar.
Whiskey Tango 8. There's a Whiskey Tango 8 Juliet station. Come back, please.
Roger, Whiskey Tango 8 Juliet, and you are 5-9 into Michigan.
Copy the 5-9 into Michigan. Please copy the 5-9 into VE 0254.
Oh, that's so exciting that you're up at Killbear. I do hope you enjoy that beautiful, beautiful park. Thank you so much for the contact.
It's absolutely amazing, isn't it? It's my first time here. I'm right on the water, literally right on the water's edge. It's breathtaking.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, hopefully you'll do a little video for us and we'll see it. Thank you so much, Tracy.
Hey, is it Julie?
It is.
Julie, it's a pleasure to make a contact with you. I think this might be our second one. Always a pleasure, and thanks for all the work you do and have done with Parks on the Air.
Oh, well, thank you so much. You got me blushing, my friend. All right, I'll let you go. I appreciate it. 7-3.
Watch the channel. There'll be a video with your contact on it. 73, Victor Echo 3, Tango Whiskey Mike is calling CQ Parks on the Air from VE 0254.
Whiskey November 9 Papa.
Whiskey November 9 Papa, please copy 5 and 7 from VE 0254.
QSL, you are a 5-5 in Illinois at Lima, 73.
Okay, my call is Kilo Delta 4, Bravo Victoria Golf, Bravo Victor Golf.
Kilo Delta 4 Bravo Victoria Golf, please copy a 5 and 5 from VE 0254. Thank you very much for the 5-5 from Georgia, 73. Have a wonderful weekend.
November 9 Ocean. No rain missing Ocean, over.
Copy the November Mike 4 Oscar. Please copy 5 and 5 into VE 0254.
Okay, please repeat the report, but I got you were 5-3, some kilo
Was correction. Sorry, sir. I did not catch that exchange from you. What was my report?
5-3, North Carolina. Victor Echo 3, Oscar Zulu Whiskey.
There's a familiar voice from the OnTars net. Victor Echo 3, Oscar Zulu Whiskey. Hey, Richard. It's Tracy here. Calling you. I've got you in here at a beautiful 5 and 8 signal into VE 0254.
Excellent, Tracy. Thanks for being there and activating the park. And you're 5x7 up there in Milesay, so it's sounding really good. Good luck. Alpha Echo 0 Uniform, AE0U.
Alpha Echo 0 Uniform. Please copy a 5 and 7 into VE 0254.
QSL, Tracy. You are also 5-7 here in Minnesota. 5-7, Mike November. Thank you for the new park. Have a great activation. 7-3-8-0U. Hey Tracy, this is Kilo Golf 8, Juliet Kilo. Kilo Golf 8, Juliet Kilo. Glad to work you. You're 5-9 into Michigan, over.
Hey, thank you very much for the 5-9 into Michigan. You're a 5-8 into Park VE 0254. QSL?
QSL, have fun, Tracy, and nice to talk to you. We'll look for the video. JK.
My activation exceeded my expectations by a wide margin. I ended up with 107 contacts in about an hour and a half, more than doubling my previous Parks on the Air high contact mark for an activation. The trip was a success. As always, I learned a few things this time around. The 2 ham radio takeaways for me were, I won't use the screw-in pegs for the PVC pole mount again in sand. Next time, I will bring 4 lengths of rebar to act as the anchors. Additionally, I was reminded to never again underestimate the capability of the lowly dipole. The N9 SAB 2040 link dipole was netting me excellent reports from across eastern North America, even though I was only running 20 watts. So now I have 3 of the 5 Great Lakes under my belt. It seems likely that the next up will be Lake Ontario, the closest lake to my home. And then finally, once restrictions loosen up, I will make my way into the U.S. to operate from the shore of the 5th and final lake, Lake Michigan. When that trip happens, I hope to meet up with some ham friends on the U.S. side. I'm really looking forward to that. That's all for this time. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to leave a comment below. I read them all and respond to as many as I can. Now it's your turn. Get out of the shack, get outdoors, and get on the air. 73 from Tracy, VE3 TWM.